My name is Alessandra Nobley. I am Christian's cousin. There are 6 cousins here in Australia: my brother Lenny, Claudio and Giuliano, Matthew, and of course Christian. The rest of our cousins are still in Italy: Manuela, Alessandro, Giuliano, Leandro, and Angelica. Death is certain, it is inevitable, and I have come to understand and accept this. But when my brother called me that day and told me Christian had passed away, I wasn't ready to hear those words. Christian was young. He had a whole life ahead of him. He had a wife and had made a new home in New Zealand. I was sad in a way that is different, sad because my baby cousin was gone, sad because his life was cut short. When I was young, I moved away from Sydney, so the times I spent with my family were during school holidays when we would come and stay with our grandparents. I spent time with Christian during these holidays, sometimes at Giancarlo's house and sometimes with Ines. Christian and I became close during these times. I remember we used to go to the beach with Ines or the pools in Leichhardt, and one particular day it was so hot, Ines stopped a police car and asked them to drive us up the steep hill to the pool. Christian and I thought it was hilarious and it was a lot of fun. I remember another time waiting for the bus at Bondi and he was really annoying me. I pushed him off the bus bench and onto the floor. Looking back, that was really mean because he was really little. Sorry, cousin. The one day that sticks out the most, one of the best days I've ever had, was when we went to the big day out in the year 2000. Ines called me and asked me if I could take Christian with me. I was going with 4 other friends. I was 20 at the time, which means Christian was 12. I remember thinking, wow, this is a big responsibility because he was so young and there were so many people at these events. The lineup that year was amazing. We saw Red Hot Chili Peppers, Blink-182, The Chemical Brothers, Foo Fighters, Nine Inch Nails, and many more. We were in the crowd listening to a band play, and I can't remember how it came about, but a stranger asked Christian what his name was. Christian told them his name was Christian Nobley. The very Australian bloke said, "I can't pronounce that, we'll call you Chris O'Nobbo." And from that day on, whenever I was talking to my friends about Christian, it was always Chris O'Nobbo. Like all relationships over time, life happens. Sometimes you see each other, sometimes you won't see each other for a long time, and that's okay. I spent some time with Christian in my late 20s, so he would have been in his early 20s. I was living alone and he would come and stay with me. We would talk about music. He would cook me dinner. Don't you know what pasta aglio olio is, Sandra? Clearly I'm not a great Italian. He cooked it for me, and to be honest, it was bloody delicious. Christian was a beautiful soul. He wouldn't hurt a fly. I hadn't spoken to Christian in a long time, and this will be something that I will live with now forevermore. I know that Ellen made him happy. I know that his bodybuilding was something that he had in his life that made him happy, and that makes me happy to know that he was content. Know that you are loved. Know that all of us, cousins and uncles and aunties, love you beyond anything. Your life will always be remembered. You will always be remembered.